So one of the most common questions that I get from people considering buying a house is, how much money do I need to buy a home? So I like to answer this super easy. You've got 3 piles of money you're going to need. We're going to talk about those today in this webinar. So my name is Titus King. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Realty downtown right here in Denver, Colorado. So how much money do you need to buy a house? So there's more than just the down payment. The most typical thing people know about when they want to buy a house is, hey, I need to save for a down payment. In addition to the down payment, you're going to have other expenses such as inspections, appraisals, lending fees, et cetera, et cetera. Those are things that you will have to consider. So there are 3 piles of money you're going to need to buy a house. First one most people know about is your down payment. That is the amount of money that is applied toward the principal of the loan. Now your second pile of money is your closing costs. These are one-time upfront costs required to purchase the house. And then the third is prepaids. Now prepaids are payments made in advance of monthly costs. So let's go over each one of those. Very simply, down payment is applied toward the principal of the loan. So let's give you an example. Typically, down payment is going to be between 3% and 20% of the purchase price, depending on what loan program you go with. So if your home is $300,000, you do a 3% down payment of $9,000, you will owe $291,000 of principal on that loan, which also gives you a 97% loan to value. Now, the next pile of money, your closing costs. These are one-time upfront costs required to purchase your home. So some of these closing costs will include your loan application fee, processing fee, underwriting, credit report, your appraisal, title insurance, among others. So these are going to be one-time costs that are required for closing on your home. Now, the third pile of money are your prepaids. Now, this tends to get the most confusion. Prepaids are payments made in advance of monthly expenses. So prepaid items are typically monthly expenses that are unrelated to the process of getting the mortgage. They're typically related to your continual ownership of the property. So you're going to have HOA dues, if you have an HOA, homeowners insurance, and property taxes. Now, these are typically paid on a monthly basis, but when you close on a home, a lender is going to typically require 2 to 3 months of these expenses paid up front. Those are going to be held into an escrow account. Then every month, when you make your monthly payment, the homeowners insurance is going to go into that escrow account, and your property taxes are going to go into that escrow account. So what is an escrow account? So it is an account that is held by a third party that holds those funds to make sure that the buyer can meet their obligations. So these are typically annual expenses, but lenders can't always be confident that the homeowner will budget for those expenses properly over the year. If you don't make those payments, the lender is at risk. So the lender is going to set up that escrow account, add the monthly portion of those expenses from your monthly payment, and then deposit that money into that separate escrow account. Each year, when your insurance or your tax bill is due, your lender pays those annual bills from that account. What is your monthly payment? Your monthly payment consists of 4 parts. You're going to have your principal. That's the amount that pays down the balance of the loan every month. You're going to have your interest, and that pays off what has accrued since your last payment. Your taxes. Typically, they take your annual estimated tax amount, divide that by 12. That's going to be your monthly tax payment, which goes into the escrow account, and your homeowner's insurance. So that's also typically an annual expense. Divide that by 12 is your monthly payment. So your PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance, is going to be your monthly payment. Taxes and insurance go into that escrow account. Once a year, the lender pays your homeowner's insurance and your property tax bill. If you have any questions, call or text me anytime. Information is below. Can't wait to talk to you. I'm Titus King, and I hope to help you out soon.